Hey everybody, it's another week of craziness, and this craziness this week was the start of the week with the State of the Union. So we're going to start from there. But first, today I'm going to go with some Screwball. I will pour a shot and then I will drink it when we're done. Screwball I picked because it was the State of the Union, and our president is a bit of a screwball. He's screwing all of us. Can you imagine what would happen if the people who thought he's doing a great job actually believed he was doing a bad job? I can't even imagine. Those people are completely lost. So he has a great writer for the State of the Union. Absolutely fantastic. You would have thought it was raining money, the economy's great, gas prices are great, everybody's got jobs, healthcare. He kicked COVID's ass. But it wasn't. It was a joke. But we got what we thought we were getting. We got Whispering Joe. We got Angry Joe. And we got Insane Joe. Delusional Joe. So it wasn't really a State of the Union. It was a state of the delusion. Everything is fine here. I personally wanted to see Joe come out and say, listen, the winter of death is coming to an end. So for all of you unvaccinated that survived, your time is coming in the spring. Something will happen next because I got rid of the masks for you to perish. That's what I was waiting for because he really hates the unvaccinated. But at least we didn't get a vaccine commercial. We had to wait for Pelosi the other day to get through a drunken-laden speech about pills. I don't know what she's talking about. I very rarely do. All I know that she's a heavy drinker, and whatever liquor stock that she has, we should all buy it because she's keeping the stock prices way high in that liquor market. I mean, did Joe really say that businesses should pay higher taxes, should reduce costs, and pay their employees more to help the economy? Maybe Joe needs to take an economics class because that's not how it works. Yes, the employees will have more money, but the business will be, well, out of business. And there goes your unemployment rates, Joe, that you keep talking about. I don't know what to tell you here, man. Apparently, he said we need to buy everything that's American. We need to buy American. Except when it comes to oil and gas, then we'll buy Russia and Iran. Now, apparently somebody needs to come sit with me and explain to me like I am a child how drilling for gas in Russia or oil in Russia and Iran is great for the climate, but here in North America, very bad, very bad. Joe Biden and his presidency, his people, are continuing right now to fund Putin and his war on Ukraine by buying gas from them at $1 billion a month. Joe, open a pipeline, brother. It really is hard for me to not drink because right now would be a perfect time because I'm starting to get worked up. Open the pipeline, Joe. You want to create jobs? The green jobs aren't it, buddy, because your secretary said, we're not going to do this because we want more green jobs. So we'll just screw everybody. Gas is up $2.47 since January 20th, 2021. So I don't know what to tell you, Joe, but things aren't getting better here. Things aren't getting better here. And then you want to pass a bill that's going to give Ukraine $11 billion because you like to help their economy? First of all, let's figure out what we got to do with our economy. And let's help those Ukrainians. How about we send them some fighter jets? The cash influx isn't going to buy him jets. Send him some jets. Send him some help, Joe, and stop sending money to Putin. Putin, who's also out of his mind, he said he has no ill intentions towards his neighbors. Has he seen the pictures of the bombing? Does he forget he ordered the bombing? But I have to tell you, however old he is, a dude riding a stallion with no shirt on is not to be messed around with because something's not right. His pictures with no shirt on that horse, he's setting himself up for anything. Now imagine Joe was on that horse, somebody be telling him to get him down. Forget shirtless, just get him up on a horse. He scares me when he gets on a bicycle. I don't want to see anything else. In fact, he scares me when he gets behind the wheel of a car. I can't even imagine this guy's sundown. I had to take my grandfather's car away about the same age. Joe's not far off. He shouldn't be driving. Somebody should tell him, no way. But it really is crazy. It really, really is crazy. And then I had to hear him say that they're looking to fund the police. Didn't we hear for the last 6 years, 5 years to defund the police? Now we want to put more money back into the police? Why? Because the crime rates are going up. You saw something was wrong? Maybe the tide in America is changing, so you need to do a little bit more pandering? How about less pandering and more government? And that goes for both sides. I don't care which side you're on. We need adults. We need mature people instead of children who are vindictive, who just want to get their way running our government. It's insanity. I try to get my way around here and everybody shuts me down because apparently everybody's smarter than me here. I don't want to argue. They just may be more sober than me. So maybe I'm just taking it wrong. Now, next time Joe wants to make a decision, can somebody send him a magic 8-ball? Just shake it. Should I buy any more oil from Russia? And he looks in and says, definitely no. We need a magic 8-ball because the magic 8-ball would actually give Joe better decisions than he's making now. Like, he's sending Kamala Harris to God only knows where. She can't go anything. She can't do anything. She's about as sharp as a marble. It really is unbelievable. But the government lunacy doesn't end in the White House. Or actually in Congress, they are putting forth a new bill. I'm going to read you the name of the bill. It's called the Creating a Respectful World for Natural Hair. This is a real bill. They want to stop discrimination against people with textured and colored hair. This is what our government's doing. They neglect the bald people. I want to say, I always feel I'm very discriminated against because I'm bald. Just saying. But can you imagine this bill? Go figure. You know what state already has a bill like this in place? California. Land of lunacy. Again, Bugs Bunny, please saw it off. Let it fall into the Pacific. Even go further, go up to Oregon. We get rid of that state also. Government in Oregon just banned the sale of Russian alcohol. All Russian alcohol. So that means people already bought it, the liquor stores, but now they can't sell it. However, that's illegal. But you can buy your meth and heroin and crack and go to a government facility and do it while you're supervised. Something doesn't seem right there to me. Something just doesn't seem right. Maybe I'm a little crazy that way. I don't think we should be sponsoring meth. I don't know, but the crack pipes are out there. Whew, I gotta relax. Now, I was reading an article about school kids registering your children for kindergarten, and there was a school in the middle of America, which a little surprised me. In one of the box, when you register your kindergarten, it usually says male, female. There was a third box. The third box said non-binary. Non-binary kindergarten. Can you imagine? Why is there a box for superhero, astronaut, president, king, queen? What are we doing? Can we just leave the kids alone and better be kids? I said it last week. I'm going to say it again. Stop messing with these kids' minds. There are no kindergartners that are non-binary. They're just kindergartners. Serenity now, in the words of George Costanza. Doesn't always work. Now, again, I get back to this Gen X because it really is funny with the Gen X. I mean, I think that we're maybe a different breed. I drove past the middle school in Levittown where I grew up the other day, and there was a line at the middle school dropping kids off. You Gen Xers, we know. We didn't get dropped off in school. You could have a broken leg. It could have been snowing, raining, 3 degrees. You got up and walked your ass to school. We were the generation that started wearing shorts when it was 3 degrees outside and just walked around everywhere. You know, it's funny. I was out last night with my Ukrainian friend, Kenny. I didn't know he was Ukrainian. I found out last night. Ukrainian. I've known him forever. We stand up for Ukraine. But I found out last night that, a friend of mine lives in Levittown. We were talking about when we were younger, drinking, walking around the streets in shorts in 3 degrees. This new generation needs to toughen up, man. Toughen up. We are becoming so soft, it's unbelievable. My father would probably smack me in the side of the head had I asked him, hey, Dad, can you give me a ride? Oh, I woke up late. Hey, Dad, it's 37 degrees. Can you give me a ride? Hey, Dad, there's a chance of a drizzle. Can you give me a ride? Hey, Dad, it's too hot. Can you give me a ride? You know what he would have did? He would have grabbed his coffee and said, get out of here. walk. That would have been about it. Gen X. Gen X is the last of the super generations, I'll tell you that. Because we really do feel like superheroes. It really is insane. Now, seems that COVID is coming to an end and we could travel again. However, gas prices just said, hold my beer. Really is nuts. Now, I was thinking about this the other day. How come there's nothing about heterophobia? How come there's no heterophobia? So if a man goes over to a good-looking lesbian and he doesn't know she's a lesbian and says, hey, can I buy you a drink? You're cute. How about this? And she says, no, I don't date straight guys. Is she a heterophobic? Is this an insult? This is why homophobia, heterophobia, it's all nonsense. It can't work one way. I've never heard of somebody being insulted because they asked a gay person out and the gay person said, hey, listen, I'm gay. You know what I would do? I'd say, oh, all right, thanks. Can I buy you a drink anyway? Because you look like a decent human being. Let's stop the nonsense. It's absolutely insane. It's bizarre because you could change your gender, but apparently you can't change your sexual preference. We live in a country now where we're getting free crack pipes and getting some pipe dreams. Now, this is an interesting one for me. I'm going after off the board. I have to read you this for the advice because this is blatant insanity, and I think this person has actually smoked from the crack pipe before they wrote this. This is a real letter. Dear Angry Mac, is it bad to allow my 5-year-old son to call his vagina a penis? He's known the real anatomical names for things his whole life, but he wants a penis, so he wants to call it that. Is there some negative ramification that I am not considering? Yeah, you have a girl. It's not a he. 5 years old. You have a girl. If she has a woman's part, she is a girl. Let her grow up and be a girl. You need to put the crack pipe down. Get yourself some therapy, and please stay away from your daughter before you blow her mind and destroy her for life. Let her just be a kid and grow up to be what she will be. You're a maniac, a bigger maniac than I am. It's child abuse. I call CPS on you in about 3 seconds. I don't even know what to say. Now listen, I say it every week, and here I am with my little shot. Went out with some friends last night, Kenny, Paul, 3 other people, young ladies. Only knew one of them. Kenny's friends, great people. Had a great time. I love seeing my friends. I love them. I love them to death. I love my family. I love my friends. But you never know when your time is coming or somebody else's time is coming. Everything else is nonsense. Find somebody you love. Give them a hug. And I say it every single week. The 3 most important words, the most powerful words in the world are, I love you. Doesn't get much easier than that. And I can't wait to be with my friends on Tuesday. I'll give every single one of them a hug when I see them. Here you go, guys. I love you. Cheers to next week. A little screwball for Screwy Joe.